This is going to be a good test because I am not Nolly and everything I touch isn't gold. However, you can buy the pickups with gold and they look great. These pickups probably don't even need a review given the combined reputation of Bare Knuckle pickups and Nolly. You know they're going to sound good. There isn't a lack of information out there, but I would like this to be a resource, both informational and manageable in a way that's less professional, because ultimately I'm just a guy. I'm just a bedroom guitarist looking for the best guitar tone. For me, these pickups are 90% for contemporary and progressive metal guitar tones, but it does really cover a lot. In true BKP fashion, these pickups have that characteristic string clarity to them, but if I had to quickly separate them from the rest of the catalog, I would highlight the playful mid-range under heavy saturation. There's just this overall fun feel to them that lets you really dig into the guitar and get the intended sound out of it. The way they bring a speaker alive is tuned to the finest detail across the whole frequency spectrum. The upper mids are very beautiful and musical in a way that's not pointy or harsh, just perfectly falls over the ears. The highs are crisp and articulate without having any hiss, and the low end is without boom, saving rooms for big bottom instruments like bass guitar. And it totally goes without saying that these pickups perfectly complement the Dingwall NG series. What is somewhat unusual is there's no complementing signature or production guitar out there. So selecting what guitar to put these in is extremely important because these pickups are very expensive. It took me 4 weeks to get mine. I ordered direct from Bare Knuckle to the US, and after the exchange rate, it cost $500. Maybe over time, the BKP authorized dealers in the US will get a supply and the pickup price will be subsidized a little bit. But right now, the best medium to get these pickups is ordering direct from Bare Knuckle. With the price of the pickups, I found it difficult to find a guitar to put them in. If a guitar is too nice, I feel that I'm ruining the way the guitar was intended to be played by just gutting the electronics, and it also just adds that much more value to the guitar. If a guitar is too cheap, then the playability of the guitar might not get me all the worth out of the pickups, and there might be routing issues. Obviously, I put them in the Strandberg Boden NX6 with a maple top and chambered sassafras body, taking out the sewer pickups. So the way the pickups are set up in the Strandberg, there is a cushion sitting in the cavity that keeps the pickup at height, and I had to drill a hole in the mounting brackets of the pickup to increase the diameter so that the original screw was able to fit through the mounting bracket and fit in the way the sewer pickups were put in there. Just food for thought if you're thinking about putting BKPs in your Strandberg. Now the way I have the pickups wired is position 1 is the bridge pickup, great for heavy rhythm tones. Position 2 is the inner coils in parallel, which has a nice chimey clean sound and great for mid-gain or spanky guitar tones. Position 3 is the outer coils in parallel, which has a chimey clean and is a little honky, but has a great transient in the low-pitched notes. Position 4 is the neckmost coil, which is kind of like that Fender sound, great for single note cleans or like hard strums. Position 5 is the neck pickup. which is great for soaring leads or that big blossom open clean sound. And of course the cleans are just as dialed in and sound great for recording. The lead tones of the Polymath absolutely scream. My favorite lead guitar tone is John Petrucci's, so I'm biased to that like rounded, creamy, liquid kind of lead tone. These aren't quite that paradigm, but it takes a lot of guesswork out of dialing in your lead tone. And surprisingly, the bridge pickup has like this really, really cool, hot rock and roll lead sound that I actually see myself using a lot, which typically I wouldn't do. These pickups are a lot of things, and there are a couple of things that I would like to address that they're not. First thing, you have this huge broad range of right-hand dynamics, but in many situations you need to play with full deliberation. This is a tone is in your hand situation. It is not a forgiving pickup. If you're used to the transient profile of, let's say, an active pickup, or you pick really light, then I'm afraid you will miss out. The second thing is I do not think these are an alternative or a substitute to the periphery pickups despite Nolly's affiliation. It definitely fits in that style of music, but as a periphery fan, if you want to sound like periphery, you can get one of 4 sets of periphery pickups. They all sound fantastic. I highly recommend them. The Polymaths are more an umbrella voicing for the style and considers Nolly's catalog. The next part, in true review fashion, is comparisons with different guitars and gain stages, but I just wanted to say that these pickups sound great with anything that I've thrown at it. The man loves tone chasing, and so do I. It's not like these pickups were developed with like a signature rig in mind, so they had like this tunnel vision going in. It just sounds great all across the board. Now, one comparison I would really like to dissect is the Juggernauts. Here is a mixed double track chug section of both sets. I find the Juggernauts have a little bit more aggression, but more boomy rumble in the low end, and the Polymaths have this really nice scraping top end, which gives these guitars a little bit more life without using overtones. If I had creative control, I might give the pickups a little bit more output to easier achieve that like tight, compressed, almost mechanical sound you get under high gain, and I might pick something else for an extended range instrument. But the unique voicing qualities and the long time proven characteristics demonstrated by the Polymath already make them a major contender for anyone looking for that essential set apart guitar tone in a broad musician driven world of progressive metal. The Polymaths are quickly becoming my favorite set of pickups because somehow they covered the sounds of all of my favorite sounding contemporary albums. So if you want to hear these pickups in a full mix, I already did a video of that. You can find it on my channel. But other than that, that's it for this video. Please subscribe and like. Ha!